What's up, guys? Figured we would do a little talk on the ride home. Nothing really of import, I suppose. Hurrah. There we go. Hi. Ah, goodness. So how is everybody's Thursday? Hope it's good. A lot of traffic on the roads. Rain knocked down the heat last night. Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to happen. Yeah. Hands-free device, right? Come here. Yeah. Okay. So how's it going? Yeah, it's strange. I was just thinking on the way down here and just wanted to talk it out. Why is it that the dog days of July and August make me nostalgic to play tabletop baseball? Been inactive on the channel. Haven't done a whole lot, but I've really picked it up in the last couple of weeks, ever since it got hot and stinking, humid and muggy. Could be back in '92 when I got the game. It was coming up on June, and I played a lot in this first couple of months. In 2013, maybe 14, when I got back into playing tabletop baseball, Stratomatic. This is about the time of year that I got it, when I got the all-time great teams in 1960. Yeah, I don't know. It's strange, but it's like a lot of my spare thought processes are occupied by playing Stratomatic baseball. You can't see me. It's weird. I just wonder why this, and it's the weather. The nostalgia includes hot and humid. Maybe that's when we played baseball when we were kids. We got out of school in the Ohio Valley. We had hot summer days. We would play baseball. Mom would want to go to the pool, so we would walk to the pool about 1.5 miles from our house. Dad would come by after he got off work, and then we would ride back in the car. Oh man, just all kinds of stuff. If you want to check out where we used to go to the pool, that was Thompson Park in East Liverpool, Ohio. We used to walk from our place up by East Liverpool High School all the way down there to the park. A lot of good memories. And you know what? Baseball is a huge part of those memories. Collecting cards, trading cards, pretending like we were our heroes. Always Willie Stargell. You're going to know that. Alright, let's see if we can do this again without the thumpy thump. There we go. And then we'll see if we can do it again without the thumpy thump. For a gap that I can take and nobody come up here. That's one right there. And then we got it and do it again. Oh well. There we go. Into traffic. Cruise. We're good. Didn't hold anybody up. By this guy, cut over and slow her down a little bit. That'll work. Pulling away. Yeah, we're good. Okay, cool. So yeah, a lot of cool memories with baseball and that's why we do this. It helps us to remember our glory days, our youth. I don't think it's trying to recapture it, but what does it mean for me? I loved baseball when I was a kid. I collected the cards. I knew all the players when I was a kid. Pirates won the World Series when I was a kid. As did the Phillies and the Dodgers and the Cardinals and the Orioles. And the Tigers. Cardinals. When we moved out here, the Cardinals had just won their second World Series in the 80s, and our first year out here it was Mets and Red Sox, 86. But now, baseball, playing it, following it back then, has always been a fond part of my life. And it's really cool, the memories that playing this game invokes. That's why, by and large, I've got, let's see, in various games, I have 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 86, 88, and 91. So I have 10 seasons in a 13-year stretch where I really followed baseball. And in 79 and 91, it's when I really followed baseball. Just love those players. Love the memories. Memories of going to Three River Stadium, my own personal concrete cookie cutter ashtray. Loved it. Grew up in it. Kind of smelled like it. I don't remember the smell, but I'm sure it did. Sitting all the way up in peanut heaven, sporting the Star-Jewel Stars for the last 3 years of his seasons of his career. Went to a doubleheader in 1982 against the Giants. Pirates lost both games, and in one of those games, Jeffrey Leonard hit a home run in the top of the 10th. And it was either I can't remember if it was the first or the second game, but I'm thinking it was the game that they won. I think the final score was 4-2. But it was a Jeffrey Leonard home run that won it. Coming out here to Bel Air, Maryland, visiting my grandparents. Grandpa Damon, he brought Ron and myself our first baseball gloves, taught us how to throw a baseball in his backyard in Bel Air, and he would take us to Orioles games. So we got our exposure to American League play back in the 80s, the Orioles, the Yankees, the Brew Crew, one or two others, I couldn't tell you who. In 1991, we were out in Kansas City. A buddy of mine's birthday. We were like, hey, let's go to the ballpark. The Orioles are in town. So we got to, and I actually replayed that game in a video way back somewhere in my channel there. Found that game July 8th and recreated it. Yeah, we went there. We sat all the way out in the outfield on the right field side, right near the bullpen, and watching the game. Cal Ripken, Eddie Murray, Brady Anderson, all those guys. It wasn't Eddie Murray, he was with the Dodgers. Would have been probably Sam Horn. No, Randy Milligan. Horn was a DH. Probably would have been Randy Milligan there. Yep, right field. Hard to tell who would have played on any given day. It's in the game. I recreated the lineups and everything. But it is so cool. We go out there, got to see George Brett play live, and a few others that normally would not have seen. Can't remember who was pitching. Been a while. I'm not going to try to remember it. Can't Google right at the moment. Not that I would. Kind of doing this. Baseball. Go with one of my favorite actors, one of my better impressions that I do. Baseball. It's everything that was once good in the world, Ray. And it could be again. Baseball. Ah, man, and baseball movies over the years. I love baseball movies. I love Field of Dreams. I love Bull Durham. A League of Their Own. You probably saw last night. I'm trying to garner interest to get a All-American Girls Professional Baseball League special set made by somebody. And if Strat won't do it, we'll hit APPA, we'll hit Payoff Pitch, we'll hit Inside Pitch, we'll hit all of them. We'll hit up Kurt with Pine Tar, see if he'd be willing to do it. Kurt Bergley, wonderful channel, check him out. All kinds of stuff. I mean, I could just make something to wing it, but I'd like a set where I don't have to put all the work into it. Ah, man, it'd be fantastic. It would. Dirty, dirty, dear. Yep, all kinds of baseball memories. I'll watch The Natural a million times if I'll watch it once. Now batting, number 9, Roy Hobbs. Blah, 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 blah. No strikes. Oh, man. Another newer baseball movie that is one of my all-time favorites, 42, Jackie Robinson. I absolutely love that movie. Oh, there's the soul of the game. Don't get me started on movies. Man. Remember we did a movie list from my 500 sub a long time ago because I kind of laid off the channel, so it took forever to get to 1,000. Is what it is. Oh, man. Baseball has truly been a huge part of my life. When I was young, I followed it. When I got into my 20s, I started to learn it. And it has, in all likelihood, surpassed football over the years as my favorite sport. Football was my favorite growing up because I played it more. I got APBA football first, so I played it more on the table. I knew the strategy of football at a young age. Baseball, I began to learn it in my older teens. I worked in a video store when I was 18 years old, I believe. And you could rent movies, or at that time there were some games, some Nintendo games and whatnot. You could rent those. And I rented Super Baseball 3000 or something like that on the NES. And it was pretty neat. It was just a baseball game. You swung. You saw how many of your guys you could have batting 750 for a 30-game season. But in that operations manual, it gave ideas for a video I did last night. It gave ideas for how to make your lineup. And that was where I really started to dig into how baseball is played. It's not just throw a bunch of guys in the field and have them bat however you want. There's a lot more that goes into it than that. So right around 19 years old, that's about where I really started to learn the game of baseball. And one of my dad's friends from Ohio, and he was looking for work, and the family eventually moved out to Delaware with us. He was a huge baseball nut. He was a Baltimore Orioles fan, so he got to see a lot more Orioles baseball when he came out to visit us, and he taught me a lot about the game. And he was like my second dad anyway. But he taught me a lot about the game. He was my second dad, what am I saying? And then a couple of years later, Stratomatic fell into my lap. And the rest, as they say, is history. During the 20s, I had the 91 and the 93 seasons. I didn't really play it a lot at all. I didn't. So I was in a video game kick. I had a Sega Genesis, and then I got a Super NES. I was in a video game kick. I had the games. I didn't play them much, and I probably played football more than I played the baseball. Turned 30. Computer games. Then got married and got away from games almost entirely for probably about 8 or 9 years. And then picked up one day. I joined an online league through Stratforum. I think it was Stratforum. SFF. But the draft didn't go that well. It was very frustrating for me, and I was like, I'm sorry guys, you know what, I don't get this. It needs to be done. I've never done it before. Not really being helped, ducking out of the league. So I wasn't enjoying it. And then I decided to get a Stratomatic so I could do it myself. Forget it. Do it my way. And I had the computer game so I could do the league. Well, I got the 1960 board game and also got the all-time greats. And then I ran a tournament that I still have in a notebook somewhere. We're back at the store. So that's it for this one, guys. Hope your Thursday goes well. I gotta go pee. Keep on rolling.